Hello, this is Tando from Cosmic Spark, and I'm back again with another video. As you can tell, we're in a different background this time. I'm coming to you live from my room. I share house with one of my friends, and I'm just thinking I might transition to this room for my videos moving forward, just because it's less finicky. I less have to like make sure that, she's not in the space and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully this works just as well. Yeah, I haven't been here for a little bit, but I'm back, and look, these things happen. So I thought I would do a quick little Q&A to kind of reintroduce myself now that I am going to be posting again. I probably said that last time, but heaps of stuff happened. Life happens. I'm sure it happens to you as well. So if you've got time, stay, sit down, relax, get to know me. This is going to be a really quick video, nothing intense, and then afterwards I can film the things that I've been meaning to film for you guys. So I hope you're ready. Okay, cool. So who am I? My name is Tando. I'm gonna write it down here. The H is silent. I always love to say to people, think of like Thomas. You don't say Thomas, you say Thomas. So just skip the H and you're good. I am a Zimbabwean born Australian woman. I live in Australia at the moment, though we'll see how long that's going to go for. I am 29. I turned 29 last month. Worst birthday of my life, probably just because of Saturn return vibes. But a month later, I'm feeling massively better, so that's what matters. So I'm 29. I am a Libra sun. Love me some Scorpio season. Got my nails ready for Scorpio season. I am dressed very much in theme. I don't know if this is a typical Venusian girly thing. I think we all care about our looks, but for me, because I'm witchy, I love corresponding the things that I wear and the way that I put myself together to the seasons, whether it's like spring or whether it's like astrological or whether it is the day of the week. All that sort of stuff is my kind of magic. What do I do? So many of you who have watched any of my videos before will have heard me say that I have a day job, but I am no longer employed. So let's think of this time as a self-employed artist sabbatical. Can you be employed while having a sabbatical? I don't know, but what I do know is I find art to be very therapeutic, and like most people in their 20s, most people existing in this capitalist system, I am fully burnt out, so I did need to stop working for my own good. But it doesn't mean I don't want to do anything. I'm someone who likes to keep busy. I like having things to do, and I've invested so much time into my creativity in my 20s that now I think it's time to really deepen that practice. Like, before it was just, what do I like? Let me try everything under the sun. And now it's kind of like, I know what I like. Let's get deeper. Let's be, let me be an expert in the things that I already know that I like. So yeah. So I would consider myself an astrologer. I considered myself a self-taught astrologer, and I guess I'm mainly self-taught, but now I'm getting my professional certificate of astrology, which I shall complete in the first week of December, so I'm really excited for that. Really excited. I know that like people don't think about astrology as like something that's like, one, something you can study like at an accredited institution, like at a proper institution, and two, it's like, why would you waste your money on that? But that's what I like. I don't see it as wasting my money. I see it as investing in myself. And one thing I have the time of day to do in my life is invest in myself. I will put money into anything that I think is going to give me joy, temporary or long term. And so yeah, I am an astrologer. I am a psychic, which I don't need credentials for. I am a creative and a multi-hyphenate. I have so many different mediums with which I explore my creativity. I have a blog, confessionsofa-libra.com, which is one that is currently live at the moment. My Cosmic Spark page, which is my business page, is going through a revamp. I am deciding moving forward what I want to sort of like niche down the services that I'm providing and write up a few sort of like ebook situations for you guys to have a look at. Just your typical stuff. So Cosmic Spark is the actual umbrella brand. Confessions of a Libra is my personal blog that's turned from like a personal project into like a communal project. I think of it as communal because I think of the amount of people that I've touched in the time that I've been writing in my own personal blog. I've basically got people watching and reading my content from every continent at this stage, so that's really, really exciting, and it proves to me that investing in myself is worth it. I'm actually about 287k words written on that blog, and just so you know, when I reach 300,000 words, I'm probably going to take a step back from the blog and funnel it into writing first draft of my novel, and like just writing for things that I actually want to produce that's not through the blog itself. So yeah, that is a summary of who I am. I am an African, I'm an Australian, I am witchy woo-woo, and we love it. Why did I start the Cosmic Spark channel? I actually started this channel last year, but I think my first video wasn't until January this year because I was checking the transits to see what would work best for me, and yeah, so I couldn't post until the transits said that we were safe. Because when I thought of it, we were deep in all the retrogrades. If you remember, we had like Mars retrograde, Mercury retrograde, all kind of like running at the same time. It was insane. So I started this channel just to give back to an arena that's given to me. I make videos for you guys that I have watched since I was a teenager, and I continue to watch now for myself, for my development, and for fun. So I thought I could be a part of a community that kind of raised me in a way. So I hope that that's why you're watching me as well. Why did I take a break? I am someone who works cyclically in my life in everything that I do. So for example, I am like a pretty curvy girly, and people who meet me now that I'm older and I'm no longer this like stick thin child that I used to be, it's like my entire childhood people like put pressure on my mom and like thought she wasn't feeding me and all this stuff. So my body's always been like something people like to talk about, and so when I was younger it was like, oh my god, she looks so like emaciated, like does she eat? And then now that I'm older, it's like people don't think I exercise because I'm curvy, because it's just hilarious to me. But where was I going with this? Yes, exercise. So even though like I actually love exercise, but I can't do it all the time and I can't do it all year. But because I've been teaching myself to be in flow, I feel like I'm a woman who was very much in her masculine, which I think I might even write that as a topic coming up next on one of my YouTube channels. There's this one and there's Tando's Parlor, so feel free to subscribe to that as well, because this is a topic I really want to talk about for a while. Yeah, like I am a woman with a lot of masculine energy in my astrology chart. It's not like a bad thing. Like masculine energy isn't inherently bad or anything like that. But what it means is I tried to attack my entire life through like logic and force, and I had to basically teach myself how to flow out, how to let things come instead of, to me it was like, oh my god, logically you want something, you make it happen. That's like the Mars in Leo. That's like, why would I wait for someone to bring it to me? I'm just gonna go get it. I'm gonna like show up and like be the best. And even though that is my Mars, I did need to learn, because then it balanced me out. Before I felt that I was leaning a little too much on that end, and now I kind of feel more balanced, which is perfect for a Libra. So yeah, anyway, exercise, I end up doing it cyclically, and when I was flowing it out and I realized that that's what's happened, I was like, oh my god, now that I've done it for a few years, I realize I tend to exercise winter and spring. Those are the seasons. I don't ask to do it, it just all of a sudden, sometime around the start of winter, if not even like end of autumn, or even like, you know, a little bit in like towards the end of the first month of winter, all of a sudden I just have the will, the want, the craving. I'm like, oh my god, like I need to get up at 5 and go for a walk. and then I just do that for months on end, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm over that shit. So so I might have to explain this a bunch of times on my channel. So yeah, I felt like if you see my channel, you'll see like I produce like 100 videos in a short amount of time. And then yeah, I guess my spirit just needed to focus on other things. Like I was doing really well with my writing, so I focused on that, and then it just kind of like long story short, I'm feeling good now that I'm not employed. I can't even express the weight it's removed off of my shoulders. Just knowing that I had this obligation that I had to do while I feel the way that I feel about life, about the compounding effects of working so long and working when you're not doing your particular passion. My passion is to help people, and I have such big, bold ideas of helping people. I don't want to be encumbered on helping people. I don't want to help people only to this extent. And then after that, it's just me making money and enjoying myself. Do you know what I mean? And so, yeah, now I did think about this before I stopped working. I thought about what do I want my life to look like after this? What's the after Tando? And the after Tando looks like me getting to invest in myself by investing and making art. I want to make more of these videos. I want to write my novels. I want to do those sorts of things because I think that is what is going to make living in this hellscape that we all have to live in a little bit easier and a little bit better. As a sensitive person, forcing anything doesn't really work for me, and I can't like mind over matter harm that's compounding in my body. And I think that's kind of how a lot of sensitives, neurodiverse people get affected by capitalism and by the pressure that capitalism brings. Capitalism says, okay, not only come work for me, but we only care about numbers. Like capitalism says, we want to pretend like we don't care about numbers. And then my brain goes, I can't stand the cognitive dissonance of that. Like, are we caring about service or are we caring about numbers? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and it's not like in one particular company. I've worked my entire 20s and felt this way and tried to overcome it by like, maybe if I just like work hard, or maybe if I just do more overtime, maybe if I show them that I'm really smart and I'm really capable. No. So, what are my goals moving forward? Okay, so I sat down and I did this on Saturday because love Saturday. I've got a new content schedule written up because it's not just you guys. So it's the Cosmic Spark page, it's the Tando's Parlor. Tando's Parlor is where I want to do mainly non-spiritual content, not no spiritual content, just like mainly other things, maybe spiritual stuff on the side. I want to have like different playlists for my different interests because I can't be boxed in, and I just don't understand. Like, I understand the whole niching thing, and that's why Cosmic Spark is strictly spirituality. But I have so many aspects of myself. I can't chop myself into one streamline to make it easier for other people. And I'm so glad that we live in a world now that we're more conscious of what being a multi-hyphenate is, and that just because it makes you more comfortable for me to be in one lane, it's none of my business. Like, I like being multi-talented. I don't want to be put in a box, okay? So I've got this approximate content plan written up, which is about 4 days a week. But that's not only on YouTube. That'll be YouTube, TikTok, my other stuff. It's not set in stone because of how I work. So I've got this rough plan, and I'm going to see how it pans out over the next month. From that month, when I plan the next month, I'll know if I can tell you that we have an actual schedule that it looks like my body is capable of handling. Like, I nearly didn't film this video right now because my lower back is killing me. I have an injured knee and it's been flaring up with pain, and so it's just kind of like I have to listen to my body first and then give you content later. But you are my next priority, so it's my body, my creativity, and everything else below. I am also going to be finishing the astrology series, What I Hate About Your Sign. It's so funny because I stopped it at Virgo. The next sign was going to be Libra. And then I realized I just had like no will to record the Libra video. And I was like, okay, it must just not be the time. So I said, okay, it'd be so cool if I just pop back up in Libra season. Libra season was a joke. It was like shadow work central. So I just had no, I wasn't going to do that. But literally after this video, or after I upload this video, I will record that one. So that'll be nice. So we'll finish the What I Hate About Your Sign series, and then I will start celebrity chart readings. Excuse me. I might do celebrity chart readings and start another astrology series, building up on like the core principles of astrology. But yeah, I did a Marilyn Monroe chart reading in my course last term, and it blew everyone away. I had to do it in 10 minutes because it was timed, and I basically got all her chart. And so yeah, I want to bring those to you. At the moment, we're looking at twice a week minimum, once a month maximum. That's the thought pattern I have at the moment. I'm thinking of bringing back tarot readings about once a week, and discussing any prominent transits that I feel like I've been dealing with, just to kind of prompt the prompt your thought pattern. I don't want to do a full what's going on in the sky. I want to do like a maybe 1 to 3 transits that I think are really relevant, not just for the collective but for myself, and hope that it lands with you, and then we can go into a tarot reading for whatever the topic is. So just want to try that for a while and see how that goes. And yeah, that's kind of the plan at the moment. Flow It Out was the last thing that I wrote. Guys, it feels so good to be back. It feels so good to be creating again. I'm loving my new nail set. I haven't put makeup on like this in such a long time, and to know that I'm doing it for me on my time. I'm not forced to show up like this because I am a trained dermal therapist. I studied dermal science, and when I was actually working in that field, I had to look pretty all the time. And while I like looking pretty for myself, I don't like pressure. It's the like Uranian 11th house in me, like, don't tell me what to do, don't tell me what to do. Anyway, I said it was gonna be a long one, but it's 19 minutes, so let me go and edit, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you miss me. Goodbye.